Hello, dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So, students, I'm your mathematics educator, and from today onwards, you will going to learn all concepts of your maths with me. So, today we have chapter number 1, which is rational numbers. Okay, so in rational number, first we have to understand what does mean by rational number. In the previous class, you have read about rational numbers and the four fundamental operations are on them. So, what we mean by four fundamental operations: the first one addition, the second one subtraction, the third one multiplication, and the fourth one is division. So, in this chapter, you shall have a brief review of what you have already learned and then move on to learn properties of fundamental operations on rational numbers. So, the first one is recapitulation. Recapitulation means we have to revise our previous knowledge, little bit brush up. So, rational numbers. A rational number is a number which can be expressed in the P by Q form. Okay. What we mean by P by Q form, in the way we represent our numbers in a fraction as a numerator, as a denominator, the same is referred as P by Q, and where P and Q are integers. And what does mean by integers? Integers are the numbers only, but with the sign of negative or positive. We are not mentioning the positive sign always, we are just mentioning the negative sign. Next, Q is not equal to 0. And what we have to keep in our mind, in P by Q form of rational number, it is a rational number, right? In this, Q is never equal to 0. Okay, so now we have some examples of rational number like 3 by 5, minus 2 by 7, minus 9 by 4, minus 9 by minus 4, 8 by minus 11, etc. All integers and all fraction are rational numbers. So what we understood here, all integers we have and all fractions we have, they are rational numbers. A rational number P by Q is said to be positive if P and Q are of the same sign. For example, if I have a rational number minus 3 and minus 5. So in that case, what we have to do, we just cancel out this minus sign and we have a simple fraction which is 3 by 5. So in that way, our rational number become a positive rational number. But if there is only one sign as in numerator and no sign in the denominator, it means it is a negative example of rational number, which is minus 3 by 5. Okay. Now, P by Q is equal to P multiplied by M, Q multiplied by M, where M is a non-zero digit. And non-zero integer means कि कोई भी any number you have, you can select here. Okay. For example, 2, 3, 5, it's totally up to you. What you have to simply understand here, बच्चों, that if you multiply any non-integer number with numerator, so you same have to multiply it with the denominator. If you divide any number with P, so you have to same apply that operation with Q. It means the process, the operation you are applying in the numerator, you also have to perform in the denominator as well. Rational number P multiplied by M and Q multiplied by M and P divided A and Q divided A are equivalent to the rational number P by Q. It means you are doing the same operation with the same number. If you're doing multiplication with the same number with P and Q, and if you do the same number, non-integer number, and the same operation division with P and Q, it means it will be equivalent to the number P by Q further. Now, lowest form of a rational number. A rational number P by Q is said to be in lowest form or the simplest form if HCF of P and Q is 1. So, what we understand by HCF? Highest common factor. So, we have to proceed at that place where the numerator and the denominator only have a common factor, which is 1. Okay. Now, for example, 4 by 9. For 4 and 9, only we have a one common factor, which is 1. Same for the minus 5 by 12, same for the 8 by minus 21, etc. A rational number P by Q is said to be in standard form if its denominator Q is positive and HCF of P and Q is 1. So, we have two conditions to convert a rational number into a standard rational number. There are the first, Q. Q stands for the denominator. This should be positive. And the second, your P is P and Q both are having a common factor which is 1. Okay. So students, you have to keep these two properties in your mind while you're converting a rational number into a standard rational number. Next, we have equality of rational numbers. Equality of rational numbers. If A by B and C by D are two rational numbers, then what you can say? You can simply cross multiply it. A multiplied by D and B multiplied C. If the product of A multiplied by D is equal to the product of CB multiplied by C, it means these two rational numbers are equal to each other. Now, we have representation of rational numbers on the number line. So, first we understand about the rational number, which means P by Q, where P by Q form, where Q is never equal to 0. Okay. Then we understood about the standard form, the equivalent numbers, and the operations we have to follow with the with the P and with the Q. Now, the second thing what we have to do is representation. Representation means we have a number line. Number line means a number line, a straight line, okay? And we have numbers on this line. And how can we distribute our numbers? First, we make a middle point which is 0. And on the right hand side, we have positive numbers. And on the left hand side, we have the negative numbers, okay? So, just like integers, positive rational numbers are represented on the number line to the right of 0 and negative rational numbers to the left of 0. Rational numbers P by Q and minus P by Q are equivalents from 0. It means the numbers we have, if the same number we have was just we have the sign changing plus and negative, it means they have equal distance from the 0 towards right hand side and towards left hand side. To represent the rational numbers 1 by 2 on the number line, draw a line and mark a point O on it to represent 0 like this. Next, mark point A and A dash respectively to the right and the left of O such that OA is equal to O dash. It means that these 2 points, these two distances have equidistance. Equidistance means equi stands for equal. We have the word equidistance. Equidistance means equal distance from both the sides. Okay. Next, to represent 1A and minus 1A dash, divide the line segment OA into two equal parts. Let P be the point of division, then P represent 1 by 2. Similarly, to represent minus 1 by 2 on the number line, divide OA dash in two equal parts. Then the point of division Q represent minus 1 by 2. So what we say here, first they say draw a number line just like a straight line. Then we have to divide it into two equal parts with the 0. Okay. Now on the right hand side, we have the positive numbers. And on the left hand side, we have the negative numbers. Now what you have to do, you have to see the equidistance, this word, equal distance. So from 0, we have 1 by 2, which is positive, having equal distance. Then we have Q, which is 1 minus 1 by 2, which is also have equal distance. So what we have to consider in our mind, that when we have same numbers, P by Q and P by Q, there is a difference only of the sign. Here we have positive and here we have negative. So they have been representing on the number line with the equidistance. Now, this to mark a rational number on the number line, appropriate unit length is divided into as many numbers of equal parts as the denominator of the rational number. Suppose you have to represent numbers 5 by 3 and minus 5 by 3. Again, we have the same numbers, but we have different sign on the number line. So now 5 by 3. Now this is an improper fraction. What does mean by improper fraction? Improper fraction means when we have a denominator smaller than the as compared to numerator. So in this case, numerator is big as compared to denominator. Now what we do? We converted this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So while we divide 5 by 3, so what we notice, in this we have a remainder which is 2. So with the help of these numbers, we are converting our improper fraction into mixed fraction. 3 remain same, your denominator. This 2 will become your numerator and the 1 is between the numerator and the denominator. Okay, which lies between 1 and 2? Draw a number line and mark point O, A, B and A dash and B dash to represent 0. 1, 2, minus 1 and minus 2 respectively. Now divide AB in 3 equal parts. Why we are dividing this line into 3 equal parts? Because we have 2 by 3. So which number we have on the denominator, accordingly we have to divide a number line. So we are dividing into 3 equal parts. Then point P as shown below represent 1, 2 by 3 is equal. Now we are solving it. 3 multiplied by 1. 3 plus 2. So that will come 5. So 5 by 3. Similarly, to represent minus 5 by 3, divide A dash, B dash in 3 equal parts, then point Q. So here is your number line. First divided with the help of 0, middle. Now on right hand side, you have positive numbers. On left hand side, you have negative numbers. Now you already understood about how you have to divide your number. So you divide into 3 equal parts, 1, 2, 3. And here is your Q, which is minus 5 by 3. And there is your P, which is 5 by 3 in positive. So order of rational numbers. So next we have order of rational numbers. Rational numbers are governed by the following rules. 0 is less than every positive rational number and greater than every negative rational numbers. It means when we have comparison, okay, which number among minus 2 and 0, which one is bigger? So you always say 0 is bigger. Why? Because as we move towards left hand side, our number values decreases. Okay, so in this case, we have to move towards left hand side and 0 coming towards the right hand side. It means minus 2 is comparatively to 0 is lesser. Next, every positive rational number is greater than every negative rational number. If you have same numbers, for example, minus 2 and 2, and you have a question, which one is bigger? So you always say 2 is bigger than as compared to minus 2. The same reason we have, because we have to move towards the left hand side, and as we move towards the left hand side, the value of numbers is decreases. Now, on the number line, a rational number is greater than every rational number lying to its left and is less than every rational number lying to its right. To compare two rational numbers with the same sign, write them in standard form. Standard form means two conditions we have to keep in mind. The first one, the Q is positive, and the second one, the factor for P and Q, we have 1. Now, then for each rational number, write equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational number means कि we are multiplying numerator and denominator with the same number, or vice versa, we are dividing and with the numerator and denominator with the same number. So number with denominator as LCM of the two denominators, compare the rational numerators of these rational numbers. Greater the numerator, greater is the rational number. For example, to compare this, so in this case, what you see, you notice that your denominator were different, right? So while you have different denominators, the first step you have to perform is taking LCM of different denominators together. After that, what is the result of your LCM? You have to convert your denominator into that number. It means 36 will be your new denominator. So in which number you have to multiply 12 to get 36? It is 3. And the thing we have to learn in our previous concept, that is, if we have to do any multiplication, any division with denominator, so same we have to repeat with the numerator as well. So it means if we multiplying 12 by 3, so we have to multiply 5 by 3 also. So minus 15 by 36, and here you get minus 14 by 36, because in 18 table you will get by multiplying 2 36. Okay, now you have two numbers, which is minus 15 by 36 and minus 14 by 36. Now looking at them, and now tell me which one is bigger. We already discussed when we move towards the left, it means we have decreases value. So for minus 15 we have to move towards the left hand side more as compared to minus 14 by 36. It means minus 14 by 36 is bigger. Now addition of rational numbers. Okay, in addition of rational numbers, the key role of LCM is there. If you have different denominators. Always keep in your mind, if you have different denominators, so first you have to perform the LCM. Okay, next you are going to perform your additional process. If A by C and B by C are two rational numbers with the same denominator, so in this case we have same denominator, so we don't have to worry about this. We just simply add this. Take your denominator C common here and add A plus B. Okay, for example, in this case 2 by 9 plus minus 5 by 9, you have same denominator, so you have to take same denominator here. 2 plus minus 5 plus and minus is minus, so your answer is minus 3 by 9. If I convert this rational number into simplest form with the help of 3's table, so 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So minus 1 by 3 my answer. Now case 2 where we have different denominators. Okay. So in this case what we have to do first we have to take a LCM of it. The numbers are 8 and 5. Both the numbers are having only one common factor, which is 1. It means we have to take the table first 5 because we have to start from smaller number and then 8. 5 8s are 40. So what we have to do? We have to convert our denominators as the 40. So 8 multiplied by 5, it will result into 40 as a denominator, and if we multiplying our denominators, so the same thing we have to applying for the numerator. So 5 multiplied minus 5 upon 40 plus 24 upon 40 is equal to, now your same denominator, minus 5 plus 24. So what you have to perform here? You have to subtract here because minus plus is minus. So your answer will be 19 by 40. Now the question is, okay ma'am, why are you not mentioning minus sign here? Because while we do subtraction in rational numbers and any integers as well, so what we have to do? We have to keep in mind the sign will be taken for the bigger number. So as compared to minus 5 and 24, 24 is bigger as compared to 5. So we have to take plus sign over there. Always consider that while you taking the sign, as to keep in your mind that which one is bigger. So you have to see those numbers in your absolute value. Absolute value means you don't focus on the signs which is positive, which is negative. You just see the numbers only. At that moment you have not seen that number as integers. Now additive inverse. Additive inverse means two rational numbers are said to be additive inverse of each other if their sum is 0. It means if I have minus 7 by 12, the opposite of minus 7 by 12 is positive 7 by 12. So plus 7 by 12, minus 7 and minus 7 is cut by each other and your answer is so on 0. So minus 7 by 12 and 7 by 12 are additive inverse or opposite of each other. Rational numbers p by q and minus p by q are additive inverse of each other. So if you have a positive number, so which is your additive inverse in that case? So in that case your negative number is your additive inverse. Now second operation we have to apply here, which is subtraction of rational numbers. The same process you have to repeat here as you perform in addition part. If you have same denominator, so you can simply subtract and proceed your process further. And if you have different denominators, so first you have to take the LCM, make your denominator same, and then perform subtraction operation there. So in this case we have, if A by B and C by D are two rational numbers, then subtracting C by D from A by B means adding additive inverse C by D of to A by B. Okay, so A by B minus C by D is equal to A by B plus minus C by D. How is it possible? Look at here, 2 by 9 minus 7 by 15. It means the additive inverse of it, which is 2 by 9 plus minus 7 by 15. What you have to keep in your mind in this case, while we write, if A by B and C by D are two rational numbers, then subtracting C by D from A by B. So it means C by D. From means this number is secondary and you have to minus A by B. So in suppose case, if this number is already in negative position, if negative sign, it means minus C by D. So what will be your result? A by B minus minus is plus C by D. Now 2 by 9 minus 7 by 15 is 2 by 9 plus minus 7 by 15, and your result will be, now you have to take the LCM first. Your LCM result is 45. So how you have to convert your denominator as 45 while you multiply 9 with 5. So 10 by 45 plus minus 21 upon 45 is equal to 10 plus minus 21, 45. Plus and minus is minus, so 11 by 45 is your answer. Now consider another example. Now in that case, minus minus is plus, so you are applying the sign is here. Now you have to perform here what? The subtraction process or the addition process? Obviously the addition operation. Now 21 and 14 LCM is 42. So let's convert your denominator as 42. 21 multiplied by 2 will give you a denominator of 42, and 8 multiplied by 2, because you are multiplying your denominator with 2. So you have to multiply it with 2 as well, your numerator. Then 11 multiplied by 3, 14 multiplied by 3. Here's your result. 16 by 42, 33 by 42. The result is 16 plus 33, 49 upon 42. Now the multiplication of rational numbers. So, if a by b and c by d are two rational numbers, then a multiplied by c and b multiplied by d. And here is your result, AC upon BD. Multiplication part is so simple in rational number. You just have to multiply straightly. Okay, always consider that okay, you never have to multiply vertically. You have to multiply horizontally. A multiplied by c and b multiplied by d directly. Okay, so product of two rational numbers is product of their numerators and product of their denominator. So we have an example, minus 9 by 11 and multiply 5 by 4. So 9 5s are 45. We have minus sign, so we are applying here. 11 multiplied by 4 is 44. So here is the answer. It's so simple, right? Now reciprocal of a rational number. So what does mean by reciprocal? Reciprocal means the opposite. Okay, which means a pair of rational numbers whose product is 1 are called reciprocals or multiplicative inverses of each other. So 5 by 4 multiplied by 4 by 5. So what you see here, the reverse of 5 by 4 is 4 by 5, and when you solve it, 5 is cut down with 5, 4 is cut with 4, the result is 1. So what you have to do, which number you have, which rational number, just opposite it, just change it, and you will have your reciprocal. Okay, so division of rational numbers. Division of rational numbers, if a by b and c by d are two rational numbers and c by d is not equal to 0, c by d it's not equal to 0, then a by b is divided by c by d means a by b multiplied by d by c. So what you have to keep in your mind, the first number remains same and the second number, this one, you have to do the reciprocal here. So c by d reciprocal is d by c. That's it. Now you have to perform here multiplication process. Multiply it directly. A multiplied by d, b multiplied by c. That's it. To divide a rational number by a non-zero rational number, multiply the rational number by the reciprocal of the second rational number. That's it. The reciprocal of second rational number is, if your number is c by d, the reciprocal is d by c. Next you have 5 by 7 divided by minus 3 by 4. So the first number will remain same. And second number, the reciprocal of minus 3 by 4 is 4 by minus 3. Now what you have to do, just directly multiply. 5 4s are 20 and 7 3s are 21. And here is your answer, 20 upon minus 21. Now we have exercise 1.1. Okay, so first question is simplify. So what you have to do here, you have to perform your operations. But if you say you look at them, so you will notice that you have to perform addition here. Okay, but if you notice, there is a sign of negative as well, minus. So plus minus is minus. So question will be 5 by 7 minus 7 by 5. Now you have to take the LCM first. So your LCM answer is 35. So how we have to convert our denominator into 35? 5 and 5. Next 7 by 5 multiply by 7 multiply by 7. So here we have 25 upon 35 and 49 upon 35. So it means 25 minus 49, denominator common, 9 minus 5 is 4 and 2 minus 4 minus 9 is 2. So your answer is minus 24 upon 35. This is your final answer. So in same way, you have to solve the rest of the questions. Here we have, if we take one more example, in this case what we see, minus minus is plus and we have the same denominator. It means 7 minus minus plus 9 and your same common denominator 16. 7 plus 9 is 16 upon 16. They will cancel out each other and your result will be 1. This is your final answer. Next we have compute. Compute means the operations we have, the sign of operations, we just had find out the end result of it. So the first question is, here the sign of multiplication. So which operation we have to apply here? Multiply. 6 multiplied by 1 is, 6 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 6 and 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. Next, if this type of questions you have, so don't worry for that, what we have to apply here. So this is mean you have a, in which numbers we have no denominator, so we can consider a common denominator which we have 1. Okay, so it means your question will be now like this: 12 by 1 multiply minus 3 by 14. 12 threes is 36 and you have negative sign, so minus 36, and 14 multiplied by 1 is 14. So here is your end result. In the same way, you have to solve rest of the questions. Now divide. So when we hear about division, so what we have to repeat, what we have to keep in our mind, the second rational number, it should be reciprocal of it. It means 6 by 7 should be multiplied. So 6 by 7 multiply with 2 by 3, reciprocal is 3 by 2. Now you can simply cut out. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. Now multiply 3 multiply by 3 is 9. 7 multiplied by 1 is 7. So here is your answer, which is 9 by 7. Okay, so in that way you can simplify your questions. Next we have minus 4 by 15 divided by 5 by 9. So now I can write like this. Cut it out. 9 by 5 and here we sign of multiply. So 4 nines are 36 and we have a minus sign, so we have to put here. 15 fives are 75. So here is your result. Now simplify this. So according to BODMAS rule, first we have to solve our brackets. So it means 5 multiplied by 2 is, first solve this. So minus 3. 5 by 4 is 20. Okay. Next we have minus 5 multiplied by 2. Minus 10 upon 4. So first we solve our brackets. So we have our answers. Now we have to add it. For addition, first we have to convert the denominator same. So take the LCM for 20 and 4. Two, 10, 2, 5, 1, 5, 1, 1. 2 twos are 4 and 4 fives are 20. So LCM is 20. Next, how we can convert a denominator as 20? So for the first rational number, we have the denominator 20. So we don't have to do in first rational number anything. Next, we have the second one. So we have minus 10 by 4 multiply by 5 multiply by 5. So your answer will be minus 50 upon 20. So minus 3 by 20 and minus 50 by 20. Your result is minus plus. So minus 53 upon 20 is your end result. So in that way you have to solve your rest of the questions you have in question number 4 simplified. Okay. So next we have represent the following rational numbers on the number line. So the first we have 1 by 5. So first we have to create a number line. Then we have to divide a number line into 5 equal parts, and because it is a positive number, so it means that from towards 0 to right hand side we have to label, we have to represent this 1 by 5 over there. And with that this exercise is end here.